everyone, this is Nyokabi Munyaka with Channel A TV, and we are back in Seattle. The last time we met, I was in Dallas, Texas for the Memorial Weekend, and look what I fished out when I landed in Seattle. Ladies and gentlemen, they're loving, they're amazing. Why?
I just can't believe, oh my God, I'm dying. Amazing, loving. Ooh, thank you.
Welcome to the show, YY. Welcome to the show. I heard that it was a really difficult journey for you to get there. It was not easy. Tell us about your journey to come to Seattle and the United States. I hear it's the first time you came here. Tell us, how was the journey? How was the experience?
Actually, behind every successful travel to the US, there's so many denials of visa. I was to come here some time back. I was supposed to be... Actually, first of all, I have to acknowledge Breakpoint Entertainment for having brought me to the US for my first time. Oh, you know how coming to the US is a big deal. It's a big deal, eh? Like right now, I'll have access to any other country. Like, which other countries have you gone to? US? Oh, I'll get each and every visa that I want. So first of all, I want to appreciate Breakpoint. And it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. First of all, where the embassy, where the embassy is located, there's some... I don't understand, Kamani. It's so deliberate that it's a bit cold. And the appointments are always in the morning. Always in the morning. So that, and you know, the guys who accord people visa, they read your body languages.
Yes.
Okay? So most of the time you want to go there, you want to feel a bit confident. Yes. Now as you wait for your visa as you wait for your documents to be checked through, that cold.
Oh my goodness.
So you want to look normal. So I don't want to freeze, so because when I freeze they will know that I'm not going to come back. But anyway, I made it through, and I thank God too. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. So you went through the hustle and bustle of coming to the US, huh?
It wasn't easy though.
Okay, that's wonderful. So tell us why. So let's start with your name. Many people out here are wondering, why, what? What are you moaning about? I know Kenya has so many problems. But now to name yourself after such a crisis, you know, people are wondering, don't you want to be positive, you know, a little bit positive? So maybe your name has some history, and would like to know, as, you know, Kenyans and in the diaspora, Kenyans in Kenya, would like to know what's the history behind why?
Okay, first of all, my name, my actual name, my name, according to my identification documents, is Oliver Otieno Odhiambo. I was born in Homa Bay, and then my dad passed when I was in Standard 3. That is way in Kenya. I don't know Standard 3 is what level in the US.
It's grade 3. Let me let you know. It's grade 3.
I was in grade 3 for the first time. Okay, I was in grade 3 when my daddy passed. So my dad used to be called YY. He was given that name by his Kalenjin friends because according to Kalenjin culture, YY is a person who is outgoing, somebody who's talkative, somebody who is all over the place. I'm not saying that I'm all over the place. Yes. So when my daddy passed, well wishers and actually my uncles used to pay my school fees. So there's a time I came back home and then I was sent home for school fees. And when I told them to give me school fees to go back to school, my uncle told me to go ask my daddy. Yeah, go raise your daddy. He's under the tree. He was buried somewhere right under the tree. Go raise your daddy. Go get the money from him. Actually, he told me that exactly. So when I started comedy, I was like, wow, there's a time my uncle told me to go raise my daddy. So I'm going to do this for him. So I decided to take that name. Yeah.
Wow, that's some long history and background to your name. I mean, most people might interpret it in different perspectives, but coming from you, we can now see the rise of the great YY, the comedian. Yeah. So now, what I want to understand is how did you know that you have the talent of being a comedian? Because many people are always trying to be comedians, you know, trying to entertain people, but they fail. So how did you know that you had the talent and that you could go up on stage and make people laugh?
Actually, I've been participating in drama since I was young. I grew up in church, so I've been doing drama. I've been acting when I was in church, right from when I was young. And then when I went to high school, I was in drama. I used to do so well. So when I went to the university, when I joined Kenyatta University, actually I wanted to be an actor. I just wanted to be an actor. I'd never thought of being a stand-up comedian. Okay? Then I joined the theater group. Yeah, I joined the theater group, and then so when I was auditioned, actually I was given a role. You know, it's very tough. Auditioning in Kenya is very difficult because they tell you, somebody will just come and tell you, okay, so you wanna be an actor, okay, so this is it. You go into the shop posho mill. You want to go and grind, okay? So you're the posho mill. Take the character, you're the posho mill. Let's go. People are coming to get flour. So I was told to be a posho mill.
Oh my God.
You can imagine. So I had to do that sound.
Hey.
And then it was so funny. So when I joined the theater, what happened is we don't have script writers. Like we brainstorm. You sit down, you brainstorm.
Creativity.
Yes, creativity. And then I was so creative. They were like, no, you are not going to actually participate in the acting.
Yes.
You're going to host this event.
Wow.
And I've never hosted a thing before. I've never done such a thing. So I was like, what am I going to tell these people? And then I went and I did it, and it was so funny. Everyone told me, no, you should do comedy now.
Wow.
Stop acting, just do stand-up comedy. Just act to as an additive to whatever you're doing, but just now focus on stand-up comedy. And then I tried it, and I went to Churchill show auditions. It was tough though. It was very difficult. I couldn't make it through. And then something happened. You know, we record like 2 shows, like Churchill Row, then there's a break, 15 minutes break, and then we move to Churchill show.
Yes.
So at that break, there's a guy who has to host to introduce Churchill. And then during that act, he was like, the band is not ready, so I'm not going to introduce Churchill now. So if you think you're funny among the audience,
go for it.
Go for it. All right, come on. So we were two guys, and then I think God arranged it in a manner that guy started, then saving the best for the last, saving the last for the best, or for the last,
best for
whichever. Okay. Then I got a standing ovation, and then I didn't have money. Remember?
Yes.
Then all of a sudden I just had nobody asked me for money. I just had crowd singing, Toa Ndugu, Toa Dada, Toa Ndugu, Toa. That is remove.
Hey.
Remove, brother. Remove.
Why?
Remove, brother. Remove, sister. Okay.
Yes.
And everybody's removed. There was a cup that was going around. I got a lot of money.
Wow.
Innovation, that was great. Then the director called me. He's like, now I've seen your potential.
Yes.
I didn't want to give you stage because I didn't think I never
didn't
thought
see it.
you would
Yeah.
have that confidence.
Yes.
Now I believe in you. I'm going to give you.
Wow.
And then I started. That is how it happened. And even all of my relatives who didn't believe in me started believing in me. And we're good now.
Wow, that's a passionate story, and I didn't know all that, and I'm glad I had this opportunity to meet you and talk to you, because you know, when people see you up on stage, they think that probably you started from that look. They don't know the background of what you have gone through to actually get on that stage. I actually didn't know that you have to audition to do Churchill Live. I thought he handpicks them, but if there's an audition, then that clearly shows by the quality of the comedians that we have on Churchill Live.
Yeah, sure.
Wonderful. So now you're in Seattle, and you did a show yesterday.
Yeah.
How did you feel? How did you feel, you know, meeting up with Kenyans who have been here for years and them laughing at your jokes and getting them?
First of all, it was so humbling because the Kenyans over here have adapted to the American culture where you appreciate talent.
Yes.
It's not like Kenyans. Kenyans don't give a about anybody. In Kenya,
Yes.
they see you for a minute, they're tired of you.
Yes.
But here, the love was so great. Everybody wanted to hang out with you.
Yes.
And I felt so good, and I'm having a good time. Actually, I think I'll miss America.
Wow.
I've started missing it because I know what is coming.
Well, you're welcome to stay. You're welcome to stay. So you're here in Seattle. You're here on a tour, right? What is coming up next? What is the next stop? So for anybody who's watching today, you know, following you, where is the next city, and what do we need to look for from YY? What are we looking forward to?
I didn't understand your question. As per
the US, let's talk about the US first of all, because you're right here in Seattle. Tell us what is the end game? What is the plan for YY? Where is YY going, and what can we do as Kenyans here in the diaspora to support YY?
I think my objective actually is not just to do Kenyans in the diaspora. I really wanna break this market.
Okay.
I really want to hack this market. That is if I achieve that, I'll be good to go. That is what I'm trying. That's what I'm aiming at, and that is what I'm working so hard towards. And that is why to some point I might think of moving in over here, moving into the US. I'll try and get some good cash
Yes.
from Kenya.
Wonderful.
that can sustain me for a whole year.
Wonderful.
Then I come here, start a life.
Hey, why? Big dreams.
Break into the market.
Big dreams, big plans. So something I wanted to ask you is in relation to the Kenyan jokes or the Kenyan comedy and the US comedy. Do you feel like there's a distinction? For example, did you have to alter or change your comedy to suit the community here, or do you think that a Kenya living here and a Kenya living in Kenya get the same jokes?
I think according to my style of comedy, I can perform anywhere because I do real life situational jokes. Like I talk about relationships, I talk about, because everybody's in relationship.
Yes.
I talk about restaurants. Nobody don't go to restaurants. I talk about cars. I don't do tribal jokes and stereotypes because they are so limited. Okay?
Yes.
So I think I'm so versatile in that in Kenya I do jokes in Swahili, but I can easily translate these jokes to these other people. Because, for example, if I talk about somebody going to an hotel in Swahili, mtu alienda kwa hoteli, then now in English when I come, it's somebody went to an hotel. You see, you understand?
Yes.
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
Somebody can translate. Actually,
Yes.
I sometimes I do jokes in Kenya where white people come and I see white people laughing because there's somebody translating to them and they understand what I'm talking about.
What you're talking about.
Yes.
Yes. Wow. That's amazing. So you're here in the US. We have amazing comedians here in the US. So who is your biggest fan? Like which comedian would you say that I would love to walk down the streets of Seattle, Hollywood, and bump into this person?
Man, I love Chris Rock. Love.
What do you like about him?
Because he's so articulate. He's so articulate. Like everybody can hear whatever he says and can understand it. And then his comedy, his type of jokes, he has a setup. He has the body, and then he has the punchline. After the punchline, he actually teaches. There's a lesson, there's something you learn. Like when he's talking about women, he will say that, for example, women stop doing this because of this and that. Then the funny aspect, and then there's a lesson learned. And that's what I want to be. Yes.
So there's a flow and there's a breakdown, there's a plan, there's a system to how he articulates his jokes. There's a lesson to it, and so that's where you want to be. That's the kind of comedian you would want to be.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. My favorite one is Kevin Hart. So I'm in love with comedy, and I think Kevin Hart is hilarious.
You love show people.
Oh, why? So it's amazing to have you here in Seattle. This is my city. You've had a chance to visit several places when you were here. What is the most amazing thing that you've learned about Seattle that you never knew and you think it's something that you would want to share with the fans back in Kenya and give them something that they can think about when they want to go for vacation?
The only thing I've learned about Seattle is that I've learned so many things. Because just before this interview, I've met lovely people.
Yes.
From Kenya.
Yes.
They were just passing by.
Yeah, they were just here.
And then they
very excited to see
love,
you. Yes.
So one of the things that I've learned is that I don't know how to put it, but in regards to happiness,
okay.
In regards to happiness. Actually, this takes me to a very sad story about the 254 guy. Yeah.
Okay, Mulwa.
Yeah.
Mike Mulwa.
Yeah. Like people are so together here.
Yes.
People are so happy. There's that togetherness. People communicating with WhatsApp group.
Yes.
Like you walk with a Kenyan here, you meet other Kenyans, they know each other. This person know who. You see.
Yes.
Like people are so close. People are so far away, but so close.
Wow.
I think that is what I've learned about Seattle.
Nice. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, YY, for coming and doing an amazing show. They killed it here in Seattle. We had an amazing time with him. And thank you for telling us your story and giving us an opportunity to learn more about your journey and what inspires you and what, makes you want to be a better comedian. So for the final touch, I want YY to give us final words. What he'd like to leave us with before he moves on to the next show. Where is the next show now?
New Jersey?
New Jersey. So New Jersey, they're coming to you right now. After this, they're heading on a plane and they will be in New Jersey this coming weekend to perform live. But before we leave and sign out, I want YY to give us his last words.
Okay, my last words, and I tell this to everybody, even my own mother. I like Philippians 4 verse 6.
Yes.
Which says that you should not worry about anything. And I like giving this example. Let me ask you a question. If you were working for the government right now, would you worry about the car you drive? If you work for the government?
No, I wouldn't worry.
Would you worry about the house you live in?
No.
About food?
No.
What if you work for God?
I shouldn't even worry at all.
Don't worry about anything.
Yes.
Philippians 4:6. Worry about the things that are praiseworthy, the things that give you joy,
Yes.
things that give you happiness.
Very, very powerful words from Philippians. Thank you very much, YY, for coming out tonight.
Thank you.
And sitting with us in this beautiful view. We're actually looking over Seattle, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen. For those who get a chance to come and visit Seattle and feel the love of the Kenyans, we'll take you to the Speed Needle. That's the center of our city right there. And as usual, as you've heard from YY, we are loving people. We love being with Kenyans, so make a point and visit us here in Seattle. Thank you so much for watching. This is Channel 8 TV, and this is Nyokabi Munyaka.
Another beat made by Roberto.
Oh yeah, it's a brotherhood thing.
It's a brotherhood
Okay,
thing.
listen. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. My name is Roberto Amarula. Oh, have you seen my Amarula? So sweet and fine like Amarula. She comes in the morning.